You moved the mic. Good morning.
Good morning.
Jingle, 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 jingle. Yeah. So today I'm coloring some frams.
Thank you for coloring my frowns.
You're welcome.
I greatly appreciate it, and I am trying to make my frowns for this section good, and then I'll be coloring them. Trying to make them good.
I want to do that one.
How is the coloring going?
It's okay. I'm coloring the first. So there's the first section that I did of Dan. So I'm coloring Aaron's equivalent. There. Skin.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. And I am looking at the end section, which I've animated already, but which I wasn't all that happy with. And I'm just trying to make myself a bit happier with it. Like, I'm under no illusions that it's going to be something I'm necessarily the proudest of, but I would like to get it a little bit closer to something I'm happy with before going ahead and colouring it.
Yeah. Gotta make yourself happy first.
Just wanna make sure I can stand behind it in some capacity.
As some sort of waist high shield.
Some kind of waist high boxer.
What are they called? Like in games, it's like games that specifically have like waist high walls that you can hide behind. Yeah.
Cover.
Ah, yeah, cover based shooter. Yeah, you want this animation to cover you.
like a woman would want a dress to cover her.
Yeah.
I want this animation to cover me.
Yep.
Like someone may want to be covered by their insurer. I wish to be covered by this animation.
That's what I would say.
Someone wishes not to be judged by a cover like a book. I wish not to be judged by this animation.
Judge not, for lest ye be judged.
Yeah, hear that? I'll judge you. I'll do it.
I'll judge you to be a book. How that works, right?
Judge you like you judged me.
Look, it's thinking about it. I'm just gonna hit it till it works.
Careful now. I know that word once, but it still makes me nervous.
Hit it.
Oh, it makes me nervous.
Hit it again.
Oh God.
Hit it up here.
No.
It's working again.
Hey, you did it. Who knew?
Not gonna listen to him, but
Don't listen to me. I have little faith.
Little faith in the just hit it method. Exactly. I can see why.
It gives me the willikers.
It
gives me the willies.
I realized my shortcut doesn't go to paint unpainted. It goes to just paint when I hit the shortcut, it just defaults back. Wish double tapping or something would cycle through or something cool like that.
I'm sorry, what?
You know how there's the paint bucket, paint unpainted.
Yes.
My keyboard shortcut doesn't go to paint unpainted. It goes to just paint.
Can you change it?
Probably. I'm just telling you.
Okay. That's a shame. If that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
If you can change it, it might be worth doing that.
You might be worth doing.
I can't do that, mate. I'm not on your version of ToonBoom.
Oh.
I know, right? It's a shame. We can't both work like in a Google Doc.
How cool would that be? Where you just like people are like painting the background around like the thing you're animating.
I think that's the future. One person can be animating while the other person is colouring.
India, what's this?
That's what we're doing now.
No. He's got a floating head.
Oh. Well, Michael, how confident do you feel about drawing that in?
Not very.
Okay.
I don't think I have India standard.
Leave that one frame as it is, and I'll change it.
Color everything I can. I mean, I probably could, but they would accept fate of a line, the thing.
I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get that to you.
I'm just gonna pass you the file back, I guess.
Okay.
Once I'm done. Done doing things.
Done diddly doodle.
Done diddly doodled. I noticed that we're cat's very quiet.
We're just unpopular and unlikable.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's
No,
all it is.
that makes sense. Finally, the truth.
I mean, you can't blame him.
I'm just gonna give Dan the same tongue color and stuff as Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, I think they would have a similar tongue color in real life as well.
You never know.
I think they're tongue brothers.
You.
Me?
Who.
You are my tongue brother. Share a tongue color with you. You are my tongue brother. Ooh, ooh. Interchangeable palettes between us two. We're tongue brothers.
Howdy.
Hello,
Hi.
underscore. If that is your real name.
Hello. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream. We've got fun and games. Just two tired animators working on a deadline. How are you? Tell us about yourself.
We're doing okay.
We're doing it. We're getting there.
And the thing.
Coloring a thing.
Oh, don't see the teeth.
Ew, what?
I don't know. What?
You know, paint unpainted would help you there.
It was already painted. Already painted
white.
white.
White. Gotcha. Roger, Roger. Everybody got you wrong. What is it?
Just these expressions. I love.
a very nice thing to say. Thank you. Oh.
How are you doing?
I'm assuming that you're talking to our friend underscore here, rather than me.
Well, I was, but you
I'm
can also answer.
Oh, same as always, Michael. Pretty tired, but also pretty dapper.
Pretty dapper.
Doing okay. Pretty chipper. Ah, fantastic. That's awesome. I'm glad.
Good to hear it.
So are you an animator yourself? Or maybe an artist? Or are you just interested? Ah, it's awesome. Relax with nothing to do. Going to a doctor. Hope it's nothing too worrying or anything, just a routine visit.
Yeah, not scary.
Chill out, Max. Relax, all cool. Ah.
Okay.
Hey, that's awesome. It's always cool to meet fellow artists.
Oh no. Keep coloring his hair like skin color. It's like he has big.
Ugh. Skin flappies.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Gotta keep that health in check. Gotta keep making sure you haven't developed superpowers. Is it strange that every time I go to a doctor I kind of want him to tell me that I've developed superpowers? I kind of want the conversation to be like,
Yeah.
you have abnormally strong bones or something.
I mean, hoping for superpowers is not the worst thing you can do.
I'm still waiting for my X-Men mutant genes to kick in.
Oh, India.
I'm a late bloomer.
Oh, India.
Maybe I am. Still waiting for my Hogwarts letter too. She might have gotten lost. See, right now I'm trying to get the hair to feel a bit better animation wise than it did before. Because I think that the movement on the hair is a bit weird at the minute. It's probably still not going to be great, but I think it could be better than it is.
Yeah.
And how are you finding colouring, Mike? It's been a while since you've been colouring an animation.
Yeah, it's quite nice. The process is a lot kind of easier than coloring a comic.
Is it kind of zen?
Yeah. There's not other.
Now I have made it so.
Lockdown.
Whoops.
Yeah, because like when you're coloring a comic, a lot of the time you have to use a lasso tool and define the shape and stuff. Whereas with this, I'm just using the paint bucket because your lines only have kind of small gaps.
That's good. I'm glad that they are not a massive nightmare to work with. Good morning, Carrick.
Eric.
Because I was a bit worried because it's a very rough animation. Due to time constraints, I was kind of worried that it would be a nightmare for you to colour.
Seems to be okay so far.
That's good. It's really good to know.
Yeah, there's only kind of minor things.
That's good. It's interesting how long it takes to repair an animation for colour. In the inking process, there's a lot that you need to do and make sure you've done to the animation.
Let's tag bar.
I saw that you did.
No,
Yeah? Popped up on my screen.
how it works.
It is how it works.
Sometimes the zoom level as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. Sometimes the zoom level affects what it terms gaps and stuff.
Yeah, that is really weird, actually. I can't quite figure out why they decided to do it that way. I mean, it's kind of good because sometimes it means all you need to do is like scroll your mouse a little bit.
Yeah, it's good and bad in ways.
It's interesting that you use your tablet to colour in because I actually find it easier to use the mouse when I'm colouring.
I think I'm just more accurate where I place the cookie.
Yeah.
With the pen.
That hair frame is not great to me. I just hope it looks okay in movement. I think it's because hair is normally this type of thing I do last. Because I took a lot of shortcuts with this animation by duplicating frames and just tweaking them a little bit. Or tweaking them a little bit. The hair feels very inflexible.
Oh, I see.
Because it's snapping from pose to pose.
Yeah.
Entirely my fault. It's just a side effect of the way I worked on this. It's got like cardboard hair going on. It's classic cardboard hair syndrome.
Oh yeah, they released an update for Spider-Man last night.
Oh, Spider-Man!
They've added New Game Plus and like a harder difficulty. Called Ultimate difficulty.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, in keeping with their kind of friendly, amazing, spectacular, and now ultimate.
Awesome. Are you excited about it?
I gave it a little bit of a go.
You did a lot last night.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I did a bazillion backgrounds. Also, I started colouring this a little bit more. And I had to go on Spider-Man.
Yeah. That's what happens when you don't sleep.
That's what happens when I'm not here. Distracting you with my witless drivel. I burned myself.
You burned yourself?
I did.
Oh, as in verbally, or do you mean you actually like fire your skin?
No, I spurred myself mentally,
Ah,
emotionally. It was a hot take.
emotionally, I am a newt.
You're a newt.
Yeah,
I love newts.
emotionally. Would you ever like? I guess it's not really nice to just keep animals like newts captive, but it might be cool to have a friend newt. I like stories where it's usually in the ocean where they're like, oh, I was going along the ocean bed one day and I noticed that this eel was having trouble and I helped it and now we're best friends and I visit them every year. Like,
I do
oh,
like this story. I like eels as well.
yeah. There's this. I think there's a woman who like befriended an eel and the eel recognizes her and like comes out and plays
Oh,
with her.
oh my gosh, that's adorable. I love eels. What kind of eel is it?
Like the kind you like.
A moray eel.
Yeah.
Amore, amore eel.
Like it likes to get pet by her.
Amore eel. J'adore l'amore.
You could even say J'adore me eel.
J'adore mi amore eel.
I think that's super cool. Like animals recognizing, like yeah, it makes sense. Like they
Yeah,
must be able to.
but we're not stabbing them or eating them. They're fairly friendly. Who knew?
Yeah,
Who knew animals and people could get along if we just stopped trying to murder them?
they know.
Who knew that if you were nice to something, you'd be more inclined to be nice back? I wonder if that works with humans too.
I think it does. Worth testing.
I wonder if I should try being nice to some people who aren't very nice to me and see if they are nice back. I'm not trying to push an agenda, I'm just saying. Oh, I'm just saying. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
I'm warning you with peace and love. Don't make me fire my hippie cannon.
What would your hippie cannon look
Like, cannon with a flower painted on it.
like? Oh, okay. That works.
What do you think it would look like? Would it have like flares on?
It would well.
Would it be a flare gun?
Do you know those like toys that kids have that you can? It's a big sort of flexible tunnel that you can crawl through.
Yeah.
That would be the barrel.
It would be a bit wibbly wobbly, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah. So you can aim it, then it would fire flower petal confetti.
Oh. Sounds very pretty.
Yeah. It does.
I'm just trying to think, isn't it something where you like you throw that confetti that you throw at weddings?
Yeah.
Isn't there like something hard inside it?
I don't think so.
Isn't it tradition to throw something slightly hard?
I think there's a tradition to throw rice.
Yes, that's what it is. It's rice.
But I think they stopped doing that because rice makes birds explode.
Oh yeah, I did hear that.
I don't think it explodes. It's more like they eat so much of it that it expands in their stomach and
Their stomach isn't big enough for all of it.
nope. And so they can't counter the mass.
I gotta take it.
Yeah. They're not enterprisal enough.
The sad story of
Hit it.
Simon the Seagull.
I just hit it.
Ate too much rice and his stomach exploded. He had a family and several dreams. Ate too much rice and burst at the seams.
Come on! I kept hitting it and it doesn't work.
Maybe you could try being nice to it instead. I hear that animals and people respond well to that.
I guess it is software. Delicate, delicate software.
Exactly. You gotta treat it nice. Speak kind words to it. Whisper in its ear.
Come on, Tim. I believe.
Yeah.
Come on, Timbo.
Carrick misheard that as rice makes pigeons float, which led to a pretty wonderful mental image.
do 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 do.
I can
Just
levitate birds, but no one seems impressed.
Where did you steal that joke from?
I stole it from the Game Grumps, who stole it from a comedian who sounds good, but whose name I've forgotten.
Is it Mitch Hedberg?
Maybe, I don't know. I can't remember. But I adore that joke. I can make birds levitate, but no one seems impressed.
I really like, well, I like, but it's past tense because he passed away. But Mitch Hedberg's humor is great.
Was he very deadpan? Because this guy that they're talking about seems like he was very deadpan.
It's kind of, it's not deadpanish. He just kind of says things that are funny in a kind of matter of fact way. Like he was like, well, this might be paraphrasing a little bit, but it was something like, ducks love bread, but they don't have the capacity to buy a loaf. Yeah.
That's great. I love it.
He tells it good.
This sounds like a comedian that I would really enjoy.
I think there's a setup to that joke. I only remember the punchline.
Hey, I dare you to mug me. It's been a long time. How are you doing?
I'm glad you love the coloring. I love the coloring too when it works. Come on.
Hopefully there'll be more of it before the stream ends.
Yeah.
If Toon Boom decides that it's going to stop being a little trollop.
Little poop face. Come on.
Whoa, Mike. There were some harsh words there.
What, poop face?
Poop face.
That's the thing I've been watching the most of recently. It's just stand-up comedians. Like I've just kind of drained not the swamp as such, but like all the comedy specials on Netflix. I have inhaled like some sort of voracious vacuum.
It's not a bad way to spend your time.
Yeah, well, it's like I don't have to focus on any like a story or any visuals. Like sometimes it's visual humor, but
generally
yeah.
you get as much out of it by listening to it as you would just by watching it.
Yeah, what's really interesting is because they're all kind of filmed around the same time, or in some cases there were a series like live at the BBC or things like that. They're topical things. They overlap in what they're saying. There was 2 or 3 comedians that were all like, all comedians are on the left politically, and I'm like, okay.
Is that so?
Apparently, I guess. I don't know how absolutely true it is.
Well, not probably.
Yeah. But it was funny hearing like past tense topical events. One guy was talking about Dave Chappelle was talking about the 4 times that he met O.J. Simpson. Do you remember him?
Oh jeez.
Yay, it's working again. And now it's auto-saving. Isn't that wonderful?
That's when it seems to have the most problem actually, is when it's trying to calculate gaps just as it's auto-saving.
Good thing I switched that auto-save on.
Hey man, it is a good thing. Now you don't have to worry as much every time something goes wrong. And good morning, Emla.
Hey Emla, how's it going?
How are ye?
How's it doing?
How's your week been so far? I'm just trying to get this hairpiece to work the way I want it to.
Oh, how I like fists better than palm hands, because you don't have to color them as much.
Oh, how I like it when all the fingers are bunched together in a big gold blob and I can just hit the fill tool.
Yep. So, you want me to color the cello on the same layer as Aaron?
Dude, it's not that I want you to, I just don't think you have a choice. I drew it on the same layer as Aaron.
Well, you drew his hands and all the lines behind him, so, and you inked them. So,
yeah. So I don't think you have a choice.
You're gonna have to like.
It's gonna have to be in front of him though. So those lines are gonna have to go. You can use the cutter tool.
Cutter tool?
Yeah.
I'll cutter your Yeah, okay.
Leave my tool alone. I need that tool, it's useful.
5.
I'm glad you've been okay, Emma. You hang in there. You hang in there, bud.
I believe in you.
You can do it.
You can do it. Do the thing. Not a spot.
Hey, Roxanne. Helo.
What's a helo?
Isn't it something that floats?
What's a?
It's helium.
If you mix a halo with helium, it's a helo.
Helio.
I noticed that, like.
Heyo, Ali.
Restream chat window does a thing where like someone new enters it what is it? It like flashes to let me know that it's a new person speaking. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Hey, that's pretty funky right there.
You should tell Swifty that it's a good frame because she's the frame maker.
I'm the artiste. But Mike is my muse, so we share the credit equally.
Cool. Let's just color those arms for good measure. Oh.
Color them arms.
Green giant.
Green giant.
Is he?
Sorry.
Okay. It looked like he has 3 fingers. But he don't.
No, he don't. He had 3 fingers because it was easier to draw it that way. And hopefully no one noticed that the number of fingers he has changes over time.
Wait. Does he have like... No, he has 4 here.
Yeah, he has 4 fingers.
That's a sneaky finger thief.
Good morning, Travis. How is everyone? Eileen, Roxanne, Travis, how you doing? My bunch of pals.
Your bunch of pals.
My bunch of pals.
Sounds like a franchise. Like Swifty and the Bunch of Pals. You know, like Josie and the Pussycats, but humans.
Yeah, not pussycats.
Not pussycats, not. They're doing good. It's good that you're doing good. I like doing good stuff.
I'm happy that you're doing good.
Bloody hands.
Has anything interesting happened in your life recently? Have you had any more mousecapades or stories with oh, what's her teacher's name? Suzanne.
Okay.
Sorry, I remembered just in time.
Just in time. Oh, hands, they be so fiddly.
Dying a bit but surviving. Oh no. What's wrong? Are you tired?
I'm gonna color something easy for a little bit.
Sounds like there's a story behind that exclamation of frustration or weariness or joy. She pissed you off last weekend. What did she do? Hey, Steiny. We're doing okay. How are you doing? Oh, toasted and tired. Like a weary peanut. Don't worry, you can rest. Rest, relax. Put your feet up, have a cup of tea.
Yeah, left the sort of easier ones, kind of easier till now. So I could just be like, a big old waistcoat.
Oh, I see. Cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Except it's not filling. Oh, now you fill. You fill the sleeve as well. Why you fill the sleeve?
Travis is a weary peanut. Ah, Suzanne was wanting everything to be perfect all the time, being displeased at the smallest things, thinking I should do things differently. Always. Can she not see I am perfect? It would be tiring to be around someone who consistently wants you to be on the ball 100% of the time with everything.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, but sometimes I am just human. Yeah, hugs for Aline. Big enveloping warm hugs. You're just gonna agree and nod and then do whatever the hell you want. You're like, Suzanne, I had it. I just about had it, Suzanne, I swear. Sounds like you maybe just weren't in the mood for it last weekend.
Yeah.
Tib says enveloped people in her hugs. I put a stamp on you. I mail you to myself so I too can join in. I open the envelope and I climb inside. Reseal. Well, you gotta have your artistic vision, Aline.
Yeah, you gotta have some autonomy. Otherwise, you just may as well clone Suzanne and steal her mind probe thing.
You could do that anyway. You know, you could clone Suzanne and steal her art powers. Once we figure out how to clone people and steal art powers, you could do that. Oh, Steiny watched all of Hilda. That's awesome.
Cool.
How did you enjoy it, Steiny? Did you enjoy it? Hello, Shine the Shiny Umbreon.
Hello, Shine the Shiny. Okay, you already said.
Is there an echo in here?
No. I'm gonna set this right now.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Tibbs. And thank you, Mike, for making him look awesome in colour. He's pretty in pink. I hope he continues to look awesome right to the end of the animation, as he slowly becomes less and less well drawn.
You just need to grab them in the first, like, 5 seconds, and then they're like, oh, it was amazing animation.
Yeah, I don't need to watch anymore. I feel like I'm fulfilled.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah, they'll be like, wow, well, you know, I'm not going to give myself too much of a good thing. I'm just going to pause it here. and go away thinking that this is the best animation I've ever seen. It's amazing. It's incredible. Stupendous. Oh, Aline watched Hilda too. It's big ol' Hilda party. Oh, Aline! I agree with you. I'm in agreement on your opinion of Hilda. Another good series for inspiration regarding another story I have. It makes me want to get back into that story. Ah, Steiny, the danger of bouncing from story to story. But you know, it's your story and it's your time, and you can bounce around however you want.
Just keep on bouncing.
Sometimes it's good to do things while you're inspired about them, you know?
Yeah.
Especially if you're not under deadline constraints for other projects. Yeah, I agree. Very chill and lovely. You're a bouncer, Steiny. Yeah, I haven't read all of the Hilda comics. I read one, and it was very similar in tone. Small things like the entirety of episode 2. Tips, honestly, I think if you were not enjoying it to that extent at episode 2, the tone of the show stays pretty much the same. So I guess it's just whether, because it will give you the ability to be more involved in the conversation of what Hilda was like if you watch it, but then I don't think it's gonna necessarily change your mind. I think it might just confirm how you feel about it.
I like the Raven character. I might get a Kit Kat.
Whoa!
No.
Steady now.
I know. I'm gonna get a Kit Kat while Toon Boom thinks about things.
Would you do me the service, sir, of getting me a drink of water? It does not. It simply needs to be in a glass. Okay. I have some vitamin. No, you can go. Don't worry. I have some vitamin things which dissolve in water, but somehow I've managed to get them stuck in the tube. Come on, come out. There is limited time before Mike gets back. Impatience serves me well once again. These may be difficult to get out of the tube tomorrow, but I have indeed managed to get one out of the tube. And now I can have a nice fizzy vitamin drink. Oh, I'm left. What did I say? Thank you.
Pick me up, as they might say.
I very much like the deer fox, and I would like a deer fox. Also, Hardix animation of Hilda is adorable and wonderful.
I'm still thinking.
Gadzooks. He keeps thinking this much is going to become sentient. Yeah, LWA. Is that the one with the boy on the goose?
No, it's Little Witch Academia.
Okay. I mean, that's still good. I was getting happy feelings thinking about the boy on the goose, which is something I still really, really want to see. I'm sure it's called something much less on the nose than the boy on the goose.
Come on!
I'm very much having Tibbs's back on the mountainous woman. All I want to do is see you turn into a giant woman. A giant woman!
I wonder if anyone's done a cut of...
All I want to see is an interesting design of a giant woman.
Giant woman. Trying to harmony with...
You guys hear my drink fizzing? That's the power of vitamins.
Giant women.
Eileen, you can tell us discuss episodes as well. You're very welcome to. You'd like a mountain woman on the horizon. I hope there is a mountain woman on your horizon, Emma.
I'm sure there is a mountain range that is described as a woman. It's out there somewhere.
I think many mountain ranges have been described as various parts of female anatomy, if that counts.
Okay. Come on, boom boom. I need you to respond. Come on, boom boom. I need
You've been
you
idle
to...
too long. Do 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 do.
Come on. This is really not funny anymore.
His patience has worn thin with you.
Gotta email them. Complain. History standards.
I'm sorry, Eileen, did I miss something? I'm scrolling up. All I can see is that you're saying you want to discuss episodes and you're G-less. You're a jelly louse. Always check your jelly for lice. If you were attempting to discuss episodes, you'd be too... yeah. well, I can't say anything against that really. I probably would be too busy. But I would try my best. I would do my darndest.
I might just like,
Give it
okay,
another clicky.
I'm gonna NDA
Give it an affectionate little clicky.
and open Photoshop and then draw stuff while it thinks. It may as well do something, right?
Are you sure, Mike?
I'm sure what?
Well, how are you going to know when it's responding again?
I'll check it periodically. What? I don't know what Aline... What question was Aline asking?
She wasn't. She was saying that she'd like to discuss episodes, but if she did, she better be too busy to answer.
But... Okay, now they've moved on to give them the Girl in the Glim series.
I want to. I want it so bad. It'd be like Hilda, but with teeth.
Yeah. I guess that's true. That is very true. Hilda with teeth. Wasn't it Christian Ward who described it as Hilda meets I Fight Giant?
Yes, but I've never read I Fight Giants.
I Fight Giants has a film now. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
kind of interesting.
It does. I didn't watch it yet because I was like, am I interested in this? I don't know. Aw, Steiny. I don't know if it would. I think it's just, it would be me making what I would want Hilda to be. You know?
Yeah, I think everything that you saw in Hilda, you were already like putting into.
Ah, that's a shame that you couldn't get past the first 5 pages of I Kill Giants. Not that I've tried to read it.
Okay, now we have an alternative to the Toon Boom, and Toon Boom does weird things.
You guys are too nice and cool. That's really kind to say. Thank you very, very much. I think Hilda's fantastic. I just think I was wanting it to be something it wasn't. Like, I wanted it to be a different series.
And it's okay that it wasn't, because it is.
Yeah. Like, it was enjoyable. I enjoyed it.
That dog though.
I enjoyed it. I just, there are a few things that I wish it did and problems I had with it. The episode of Girl in the Glim. The bit where Joe said, "Your hands are small and I laugh at them," was incredible. Truly daring stuff. I know, right? You know, that's just how good a writer I am, I guess.
I've tried for like a year to write a musical theme for Jove, and I just haven't been able to nail it yet.
Yeah, it's a shame that Battle Block Theatre's already done it perfectly, but we can't just steal their music.
I have to listen to that track. Well, probably shouldn't listen to that track. See, the core of it is it's supposed to be menacing.
Well, it's kind of meant to have an element of fun to it as well.
Yeah, fun,
like
fearful, right?
The carnival's a good way to like describe it.
Yeah.
But that's hard to write.
Pretty much, Emleth. We co-wrote it. Like, India told me the story, and I thumbs it up.
You were like, "Do it."
I pretty much designed every character, though.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not true at all.
You know, like Mike's the one who draws it, really.
Yeah. Look, here's a picture of Midge.
Mid.
There we go. Done. Boom boom? No? Okay.
Oh, wait to give me compliments on the writing until I've done a few more volumes of it and we actually get to see if I can tie stuff together or not. I gotta say, I do think some of the writing in the first book is a bit clumsy. But I kind of forgive myself since I haven't done it before. I'm not too confident in my writing, so I'll try and make the next ones feel a bit more natural, especially at the beginning. Writing's difficult, you know. Who knew?
I think some of my favorite pages are ones where you just let the story breathe. I want to see a lot more of that in the following book.
There will be a lot more of that.
I think you're gonna kind of relax with the pacing. Or
yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I was worried too much about it hitting the page count that I had in mind, which made me cut things and sandwich things into short amounts of time that I would have liked to have spent more time on. But yeah, Tibbs, that's 100% what I would want Joe's theme to sound like. Thanks, Eileen. I would also settle for just seeing it completed, honestly. Like, it would mean a lot, even if it's not the best thing ever, to get it completely out. And yeah, Stanley, I agree, overwriting is really difficult. Like, a lot of the time you want to explain things in text, and it's difficult to hold yourself back from doing that. Yeah, Tibbs, I think you're right. It asked a lot of questions and didn't give very many answers, which is one of the things I'm struggling with actually in writing book 2. Is that now I have to look at book 1 and be like, okay, which questions are foremost in people's minds? Which do I need to pick up on immediately, and which can I leave a little bit till later? because I don't want people to be frustrated by feeling like they're not getting anywhere or learning anything.
Yeah.
Actually, Music Box, no, I didn't have that problem. I've never been the type of person to feel threatened by other people doing similar things, because I know that no matter how similar the ideas are, the way that we write them will be completely different.
Your point of view on it will be different.
Yeah. And I also really like the saying, some people can only hear your voice, which is to say that even if a million other people are doing the same thing, sometimes it takes you saying something the way that you would say it for people to understand. So there might be someone out there who can read other books, but they will only really get the message I'm trying to give them by reading Gill and the Glim, because it just might connect with them better. So hopefully it's still worthwhile doing, even if it's the same as other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stanley puts it very well. I never worry about that there Music Box. You spend enough time on something and it will take on a life of its own. And Aline, oh my gosh, working on your story again. I would absolutely adore it if you were picking up that project again. I'd very much like to see that go forward. I think that's the thing, is there's always going to be something that what you're doing is similar to. It's always going to be a little derivative of stuff that you've grown up with or been inspired by. Because what you are inspired by is what makes up your taste of what you like, and it's going to be the kind of thing you seek to give people the same feeling as.
Yeah, I mean, you are a culmination of everything that you have experienced and like. If you didn't take influence, you would just be like, you'd just be like putting one note. Yeah. Like you should let that kind of stuff push you up rather than drag you down. Because a lot of us are just trying to look for those Me Too connections, and so if you share those in common with other things, then you're going to make those bridges with those people, those audiences. This feels like a Glim AMA a little bit.
Nah. Like, for example, if you look at something like Stranger Things, there's a ton of things you could say that is like. And it wears its influences very much on its sleeve, but it doesn't mean it's not good. It doesn't have its own thing to say.
Also, it's important to remember that a story isn't its plot. Like the events that happen can have happened in other stories, but the reason that they're happening is far different. Like you can have a kid go to school. That's an experience that a lot of us share. Doesn't make it like derivative. I'm not really finishing that thought, but you know, like you can have a lot of elements that have been seen elsewhere, but it's the way you, it's the ingredients and the way you put them together that matter.
Yeah, Emma said the story I've been writing for years has elements of everything I love pretty much. Be it Halo, Star Wars, Warcraft. Yeah, it's like you take all the things you love and you smush them together into something new.
We've been working on a project that has a lot of influences poured into it.
Steiny, that's a great way of describing it.
What was that?
Steiny says music is made up of 12 different notes for the most part. How you use them is up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's a few staple ways of doing things, and the combination of those things and the way that you play them makes the music very different.
I don't think Tim Boom's coming back.
Okay, let's restart. I think we lost him.
Somewhere along the way.
See you later, Shine. Tips, what's microtonal music?
I really, really, really enjoy drawing Midge.
Well, I'm glad. That's awesome. Tones between your standard notes. Yeah, Hardik, that's why I feel too. I have no clue how writing things works. I guess you just do it.
There's in illustration, there's kind of an element of the writing craft in there too, and making a compelling image taps into that.
Taps into storytelling.
Yeah.
That's true. Can't fault your logic. I don't know, I'd be interested in how other people write things. Because the person we live with is a comic artist and a writer. And he will do scripts before he draws. Whereas with Girl in the Glim, I would draw and think of what people might be saying simultaneously, and then pop those into the thumbnails. He was suggesting that I try writing a script first and see what happens. That seems like a very weird alien backwards way to work to me. Feels very unnatural for me to just write a script like that, because I'm not sure I believe in my ability to know how much would fit onto a page.
I think it's important to realize that writing isn't typing, or writing isn't actually like handwriting. You know what I mean? The act of writing it down isn't writing in and of itself.
Right.
I think that's similar to say like when you're programming, like actually writing the code is only like 10% of the process. Like when you're coding, you're thinking about how to solve problems, how to approach things in a methodical or systematic way, and figuring out solutions to things. So writing is like this term of arranging events or interactions between elements in a meaningful way. So you can write by thumbnailing.
Yeah.
Like writing, I think, is a more nebulous term. Like I can think better word to use is storytelling than simply writing.
Yeah. I see. Music Box drew the characters first before starting writing anything. Stanley likes to write scripts because Stanley started off as a writer when he was younger, so it's a lot more natural in working out a story. But also uses a method another comic artist uses where you break things down into the 3 most prominent arcs over and over again. Which sounds quite good, like fractal storytelling.
Yeah, fractal stuff is pretty cool.
Yeah, Tiff says that it's a floopsy process. It is fluxy. Everyone does it differently, seems like. Yeah. Music box. I too am kind of redesigning my characters all the time. Even the Glim characters, I get better and more comfortable with drawing them as it goes on. Even though I've been drawing them a long time now, I still keep changing the way I draw them. So I feel like they'll be much better in the last book than they are in the first book. But I kind of love that. Like, I have a couple of collections of webcomics that I've bought, and I really love seeing the way that the artist develops over the course of the book.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I think that's super cool. It doesn't take away from the story at all for me.
I remember going to schoolism in London, and it was around the time where I was starting to learn about, like, specifically try and learn about storytelling. And every lecture, at the heart of it, everyone was just saying, like, story, 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 like character design, environment design, illustration, um, storyboarding, of course. Just everything at the heart of it was about story. Like, a character design is visual storytelling of the history of that person, what they've chosen to wear, how time and their choices have affected. Like, for instance, you have a guy, he wears a suit. Does the suit fit him? Is the suit new? Is the suit worn in places like in the knees? Does he wear a white tie, a black tie? What does that signify? What, like, character design is about history, and what's in the word history? Story. When you're thinking about an environment, like, time has passed since that environment has been either built or discovered, I guess. Story is just inherent in all design. I think it's a really nice way to, you know, look from the outside in of, like, why things can be and are the way they are. The way you frame an environment can affect the way that the audience will perceive that environment. So you want to frame a mountain, you do it by looking up at it, makes it seem more of a challenge, stuff like that. Oh man, it's so like such an interesting field and topic.
Yeah.
Ah, oh no,
It's great. It's a good way to describe it. And in that way, you can see how every house and environment is very much like character design, in that you're trying to just tell the history of it.
So I think it's also interesting that you can see an artist's history through the way they've changed the designs of their characters, or the way that they've changed the drawing of their
true.
character.
That's true. It's a good way to say it too. I love that. I love seeing an artist become more comfortable with their characters.
Cool. It doesn't look like I've lost too much.
That's good.
Because I'd started doing the waistcoat.
Let's see. So Carrick says, well, from my role-playing player / game master experience, there's definitely a difference between lore and writing. The one is a large collection of written information. The other is how that information is selectively presented to the reader to create a narrative. That's true. Like, knowing the history of your world and not necessarily having to say that.
Yeah.
But just implying it through what you show people.
The tip of the iceberg thing. Like, the audience will only ever see the tip, but there's a whole mass of ice keeping that tip afloat.
Yeah. That's what I love though. That's something which I want to get better at myself, is leaving gaps open for people to interpret themselves. I think one of the problems that I fall into a lot is over explaining. Because as an animator, we kind of, it's hammered into us to be clear, to be readable.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes when people don't understand things, I see that as a failing.
Right.
Rather than something that can be a good thing.
I think your story is going to involve a lot of mystery, so.
Well, I'm counting on you to tell me when
Okay.
I need to not blow it for people.
Yeah.
It definitely helps having Mike around. I ask him his opinion a lot.
Giving your villains a reason to do what they do is really powerful. Like, kind of like having the kind of reason because evil is kind of similar to stuff happening because magic. Like there was something that okay, the creatures that the glums in Girl in the Glim, when India conceived and concepted why they do what they do, it informed a lot and it kind of unlocked um it unlocked a lot of stuff.
It changed a big thing about the story.
Yeah.
But it's really important. Like, it depends what your story's saying, I think. Because anything can make sense. Even a transparent, just evil villain can make sense if what you're saying with your story is that some people are just evil and evil just does exist.
Mm.
Like, if that's what you're trying to say with your story, then that's something you can do. But with Girl in the Glim, it was definitely important that the evil force be something that could be understood.
Yeah.
Eventually. Yeah, Steine's saying a similar thing, that he had a revelation, his story, of nightlights. And that was a big revelation for him as well. Aline says her antagonist is there just because you needed some evil chasing the hero. Thanks, Tibbs. I do understand the shortcomings of that too. I think it's something that I need to work on, is figuring out how to tell a story without necessarily without telling too explicitly, or I guess without showing too explicitly. Like, people say show don't tell, but if you show everything, then that's not the best thing either, and I think that's something that I can suffer from.
Well, I think in Glim, as Tibbs was saying, she feels like she could go into Midge's school and find her classroom. Like the school is a character in Glim, in that it's intimidating and new and unfamiliar. The Midge in Girl in the Glim one. Yeah. So it needed to be a focal point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tibbs says it can create a lot of space and slow down some great moments, but sometimes it makes things feel like the events happen incredibly quickly. I don't know if that's in reference to anything in particular, but I did sometimes get worried that I felt like the events in Glim were happening too fast. And because I wasn't leaving it nebulous how much time was passing, I was having to worry about stuff like, are her parents at work at the minute? What would they be doing right now? How much time has passed between this day and this day?
Yeah.
A music box, that sounds like a really good approach. My villains for most of my stories are just personifications of the protagonist's fears. It's a good way to do it, because that way the villain is forcing the protagonist to develop and have a character arc. Like, to face that villain, they have to therefore face things about themselves. Which sounds like a very good, natural way to do it. Oh, hey Tyler. Oh, sorry if I didn't say hello.
Hello.
But hello! I'm glad to hear that you're well. I'm greeting you with peace and love.
Marmalade.
Marmalade. That reminds me. I was listening to some grumps yesterday while I was working, and they were talking about their favourite words to say. You know, words you just enjoy saying because they sound good and feel good to say. And for me, marmalade is one of them.
Marmalade's pretty good, yeah.
Do you guys have any favourite words?
Now, children, do you have a favourite word? Speak it now.
Or forever hold your peace. What about you, Mike?
Itadakimasu, pretty good.
Itadakimasu. That's something that you say before beginning a meal in Japan. And Mike and I really enjoyed saying it when we were in Japan and being probably appearing to be idiots to everyone around us, but very much enjoying it. It's a very fun thing to say before you eat.
It just has a nice rhythm to it.
What does?
Itadakimasu.
Ah, yes, it's true. Travis says, perspicacious. And Aline says, disappointed, has such a great rhythm to it. Disappointed. I'm so disappointed. I'm very disappointed. It does actually, yeah. Music Box's favourite word is probably kaleidoscopic. Or kaleidoscopic.
That's cool.
That is good.
I once went to the dentist and I was reading one of the books while my mum was getting her teeth checked, and I remember reading a word from that book, which was like, I think it's some sort of chemical compound, something that they use, but I've always remembered it. Yeah. And it was dimethylchlorotetracycline. Not that long, right?
What? Dimetroporocycling?
Dimethylchlorotetracycline.
Dimetroporocycling.
Yeah, there you go.
It's pretty good. I like dubious. That's a very dubious story there. You sound quite dubious.
Yep. Come on.
Oh god. Crepuscular? Is that how you would say that, Tibbs? Crepuscular? Deltoid? Deltoid's pretty cool. Oh, betwixt. Oh, that's a great one.
I like betwixt, yeah.
Betwixt. Oh, widdershins. That's fun. Widdershins and Huddersfield.
Stupid freaking, like, there's a tiny gap. Not so, yeah.
Metropolis. That's good, yeah. I actually also really like glib. You are acting so glib.
Glib, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tips. New mono ultra microscopic silico volcano coniosis. That is not a word. That is not a word. Befuddled? That's very good. Befuddled.
Puzzle. I like the way you say puzzle.
Puzzle. Bamboozled. Bamboozled is good.
Oh, I like bamboo. Yeah.
Bamboozled.
It's really annoying that dragging over doesn't take into account closing gaps, because dragging over things is just a. Maybe I just need to make a circle in.
Maybe you just need to take a stand. Ah, yes, anti-disestablishmentarianism. And I know that one for the same reason, probably. That in school we were all like, it's the longest word in the dictionary. Ooh. We're smart.
So smart.
I was one of those people. The anti-disestablishmentarianism people. Hello, Noah.
Hey Noah.
Good morning, sir.
I also have not slept. Good
That's
morrow.
true. You have not, but you will after the stream.
Yeah.
When the stream is done, you'll be asleep.
Thanks.
Snuggled up in our keep.
In our keep?
Yeah, I thought I could think of to rhyme.
Oh. Okay.
I probably should have said under the sheets, but
No, it
too
worked.
late.
It worked.
It's too late.
No. You did good. Be proud.
Be proud of yourself.
So many like little painted here, here, and in here.
The boopiness animators. Welcome to the boopiness stream. Although we don't have any boops.
Yeah, we're against boops now.
Well, Tyler, you're in hospital right now. I hope you're doing okay. Is everything alright? Also, Aline said it's 25-hour comic day coming up. Are you planning to take part?
I'm not.
Yeah, hospital is no fun. I hope it's not anything serious, Tyler. But I am honoured that you are watching our stream while in hospital. I hope we can cheer you up a little bit. Oh, geez, Tyler.
Oh. Oh, ow, ow.
Oh my gosh, Tyler, I'm so sorry. Oh man, but we're here for you, okay? It's gonna be okay.
Sorry to hear that, dude.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, what a shock.
You, are you, it's probably really soon to consider this, but you considering like a prosthetic foot? Gonna get like gas future tech.
But yeah, Tyler, keep your chin up, man. You can get through it. Hope you know that we're all here for you. You know, I'm really, really happy that you're still with us, though.
Yeah.
Very, very happy because it sounds like that is serious enough to have gone extremely, much, much worse than it did.
Differently.
And I'm really, really happy that it didn't go any worse. But yeah. Massive hugs and just reaching out from everyone in the stream right now to you. Tyler, that sounds like a really good approach. Well, Tyler, you can definitely speak to us.
Yeah.
Like, do feel free to reach out anytime. Either via email or on the streams if you're happy to talk with us as a group. You know, it's a big change, but the most important thing is that you're still with us.
Yeah.
And the people who love you and care about you still have you around. Tyler, of course we want to hear the cool part. Any good thing is a good thing to hear about.
Pulled yourself out by yourself. Oh,
Wow, that is badass. Tyler, you're an amazing person. Still here, Tyler, still here. Ain't nothing gonna keep you down. Music box, I think the good thing about cakes and cookies is that they're universal.
Almost done on our. We'll need to do is cellos. So.
Nice job, Mike.
I think I'll just do like 2 tones with like. No, actually, I'll do.
You can keep it simple.
I'll do 3 tones. Four. So simple. Any wow.
Wow, Tyler, that is intense. It's amazing that you kept yourself like together stress-wise in that situation. Because I don't know if I'd have been able to keep my head in that situation. But you did, and you probably saved your own life. Tyler, was everyone else okay in your family? I didn't realise the rest of your family was involved. Had a really bad morning breath. Gosh, that's intense. I cannot even imagine the pain. And for you to keep your head together at a time like that, to be able to think about others and about what you need to do to make yourself findable by the medicals, like the medicals, is incredible. I mean,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Sense of humor still intact. That is a list. I'm so happy you're out the other end of it. Like, medical science is amazing. Well, I'm not going to say that I'm happy your sisters were there, but I am super happy that they could pull you through.
You're gonna be watching a lot of Netflix.
That's true.
Sorry to
It
make
sounds
a
like you're
joke.
gonna be okay. No, it sounds like you're gonna be okay, Tyler, which is such a relief after such a dramatic and massive incident. Well, that's fantastic, Tyler. You're doing well in physio as well. Yes.
Come on, where is the gap?
We'll catch you later, Travis.
Hey, Travis.
Wow, you're recovering really quickly, Tyler. Much faster than I'd expect. Yeah, laughing definitely helps me too in times of stress or pain.
Yeah, I think I use it.
Okay, well that's good to know, Tyler. Thanks for clearing that up for us. As someone who would know. Ooh. I'm very glad that the part with the excruciating pain is over. God, I didn't put his brakes on. It's crazy.
Oh, it doesn't look.
He was speeding in a slow lane, and witnesses say he was on his phone.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my goodness. Talk about something that should have been absolutely preventable. Yeah.
Same color. Still have to do Aaron's fingernail, but
And the cellos, but other than that, could you maybe make his bow tie less blue?
yeah.
Just because I identify very much with Danny. Yeah, I don't get why people don't just drive properly and not put other people's lives at risk. I know, right? It's like in the moment they're like, oh, nothing's going to happen, but something absolutely could happen. Wow. 2 of the witnesses were off duty police officers. That is lucky. Wow. Elle, good morning.
A bunch of people are going to abseil him.
Cool. I hope we get to see someone abseiling down our window and we can wave at them. Yeah, especially when they drive a 9-ton vehicle of mass destruction. You're absolutely right, Emma. No better time to be vigilant when you're driving than when you're driving a massive truck. Hang in there, Tyler. You're such a strong person.
Yeah.
Like, it is one thing that I'm hearing predominantly coming out of your story. It's how strong and together you were in that moment. Like, I think you are incredible. And it's obvious that you are way stronger than this situation. So just hang in there. You know, you're out of the woods and it's going to get better from here on in.
Dark. Machado. More. I think shallow pegs are usually like a dark, almost black, gray, right? Ah, we'll change it later.
Cello peg.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're normally like a darker wood than the main cello, the body of the cello, the neck of the cello, or the head of the cello.
Oh, the head of the cello was a really good fellow. Not. I make. No, it's
Did you really, Tyler? Tyler says that he had the whole life flash before your eyes experience.
your sister smiled at you. Like, did they actually smile at you, or was it
No.
like a?
He's saying that he had the whole life flash before your eyes thing,
Right, gotcha,
and that's what he saw.
gotcha.
Yeah, Steiny, it's really interesting to think about where that comes from, that shared experience that people who suffer near-death experiences have. Tyler, was everyone else in your family okay? I mean, apart from the mental trauma, were they physically okay?
Oh, it's wood. It's wood there.
That does sound very, very horrifying. I'm very, very happy that everyone else was all right.
Hmm. There's one thing to go through trauma, but going through trauma and also your family members are hurt.
Yeah, that would be awful. I'm very happy it's not the case. Yeah, it must have been extremely frightening. Yeah, Tyler, I can see why you would make that decision. You know, I'm sure they're just happy to have you still okay and with them. It's not true. Not many people survive fights with trucks, but yet you did. Amazingly.
Get a T-shirt that says the other guy was a truck.
That's true.
No, don't think about it. Okay.
What is
Oh,
it?
sorry, no, just mean don't
Oh, it was
like.
Toon Boom thinking again.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Here they go.
You want a cane with flames on it. That'd be pretty badass. I hope your eye is okay too. I'm thinking you might have leave to wear an eye patch and have a flaming cane, which would all in all be pretty badass.
With a surname like Sykes, you have the making of like pretty good, uh, like I'm trying to think of the type of character description for them.
Sir Sykes, Mr. Sykes.
Yeah, like not as malevolent as Scrooge, but that kind of the guy from Monster House, the old man, the misunderstood.
Old man.
Yeah,
I was thinking like more a wise mentor character. Yeah, you're pretty much already a superhero, Tyler.
what's the name of the guy in Oliver?
Fagin.
No, I think his first name is Bill.
Yeah, he's a nasty man though. What if your flame cane had a hidden sword inside? That would be amazing. Oh, Tyler, we're so thankful that you would share with us and that you're okay. It's very comforting to hear that you've pulled through and you're doing well. Hang in there, my friend.
Yeah.
And let us check in with us again and let us know when you have a bit more time and you're feeling better, you know. Let us know how you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you, Tyler. Keep being awesome. Yeah, hearing tales like this makes me very thankful.
Yeah.
For what I have.
It reminds you of your own mortality.
I think it just reminds me that health is not to be taken for granted. Like physical well-being.
Yeah.
But it also reminds me how strong people are, which is a comforting and inspiring thought.
Yeah, that put into such a like incredible situation. People can rise. Tyler can rise to that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really impressed in the way that you started out inking these cellos.
I see how it is.
Well,
I'm very impressed by the way you started out inking these cellos. What happened in the second scene, India? You were doing so well. Where did you give up?
not what I meant, but I can feel the difference. Like
you feel the intention at the beginning.
Yeah.
The intention to do really cool looking musical instruments.
Yeah.
And then the way that slowly petered out as I realised that there wasn't time.
I'm gonna color let's see, this edge slightly lighter. There you go. It's all worth it.
Yeah, L, 100% heavy stuff today on the stream. Sobering stuff, but also very inspiring stuff. I'm going to try and match this hairband to the other hairband in terms of the movement. Because I find it a bit distracting at the minute that only one is really moving very much.
Gotcha.
Feels like they should both be moving a similar amount. There we are, that should help. I hope. We'll see. Yep, lots of twists and turns. I'm very happy that Tyler came and let us know how he was. Ah, Carrick! Run, run, run! Thanks for hanging out with us on the stream. Go be a good boss.
Oh geez, yeah, go.
Have a great day. I wonder why a briefcase is called a briefcase. Do people normally put their briefs in there?
I don't think it means like pant, like underwear brief.
Does it mean that you only open it very briefly?
Yes, let's go with that.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know either.
What is me?
Look. Abseiling.
Yeah, they've abseiled down on people's balconies. With their cleaning fluids. It's crazy to think that the best way we have to clean windows in the tall buildings that we have as humans have built is to tie pieces of rope to the top and then hang off the side of them.
I mean, there are other ways, but yeah.
No.
The building. Yeah.
Magic, Michael. Humans can't fly, you know.
Okay. There is such a thing as scissor lift.
What good would scissors be in this situation?
Scissor lift.
Michael, lifts are only on the inside of buildings. God.
That's not true.
Sometimes, I swear, if you didn't have me around to tell you how the world really works. Eileen, bringing the teacher vibe here. What has poor Tim possibly done to disappoint you? I'm on the edge of my seat waiting for this verdict.
Wait, why is it disappointing?
I don't know. I guess maybe I missed it in the chat. Well, Eileen, it feels nice to be included, I guess. On my gravestones is just going to be, "Are you proud of me, Eileen? Are you proud of me yet, Eileen?" That's to be expected. Come on. Give me some credit. I may be an ignorant but I'm trying.
You are trying.
Oh. That's probably the best response I've ever heard to that. Everyone in chat now is in a complete panic. Because Eileen's disappointment is the most scathing thing.
What would be really great is if I timed out Eileen right now and then ended the stream.
Look how cruel she is. I'm off. Forget about it. She's leaving. having told us all that she's disappointed in us. It's too cruel. I can't take it emotionally. I'm a people pleaser. I need everyone to be happy with me. Can't deal with this. I'm going into hibernation for a month or two. Aline, please talk Togus. Who's to blame more? If someone's lying and you believe it. I still think the onus is on the person who's lying.
I'm lost.
We're all lost in one of speaking, Michael.
Okay, deep.
There's the time to get deep by making sweeping metaphorical statements.
Just imagine my reply to that was just like rude. Getting there ever so gracefully getting there.
You can do it, Mike.
It's like this is what the cello pegs look like on this one. And then I went to like the next, I was like, oh, okay, I need to go over. I wonder what they look like now. Okay.
It's a stylistic decision. Or at least it could be contrived to be one if I'd been consistent and done it with the other one as well.
I like that there's two cellos, but they have just like these ones. Yeah.
They float.
They float.
Because it's an expensive cello.
Hover cello, future cello.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Tyler says, Aline, check your Twitter mentions.
Who is?
I'm sorry, who is? That is ominous.
Who is being implied to be lying? And what?
Oh, I don't know, Mike.
Okay.
I've given up on trying to understand. I'm hoping that someone else will decipher it, and then I can jump onto that and be like, okay, now I get it.
Oh. I thought it was a joke.
Oh, is this an actual serious thing? Oh, I don't think I'd want to see the pictures though.
No.
So I'm not going to go and look because I get extremely squeamish about real life violence. Yeah, don't worry, Tyler. Likely, Aline has simply been burned before and is wary. I'm sure that Aline had a good reason, Noah. Like, I know Aline fairly well. And she's a very cool person, so I'm sure she had, like, reason. But all the same. I mean, this is not the point that we're talking about right now, but just thinking about the pictures on Twitter does remind me that I saw a really violent video on Twitter the other week, and it just popped up on my timeline, and it actually really like disturbed me.
Right.
I wish Twitter wouldn't do that.
It does have a thing where you're supposed to mark things as mature, and it does have like a lucky filter thing.
I probably have my mature filter off, to be honest, because I normally assume that it's sexual stuff it's filtering.
Yeah, it's usually like,
I didn't expect like actual violence to turn off my timeline. It caught me completely unaware. It's okay, Tyler. I don't need to see the pictures. Like I believe you. You know, I feel like I had enough of an emotional hit just hearing about it, to be honest. Like, I just hope that you're still okay. Please don't take Aline to heart. You know, I'm sure that she has a reason for saying what she's saying.
I don't think you can post hyperlinks in the YouTube chat.
YouTube doesn't like hyperlinks. If you do want to post a link to something, though, you can leave spaces or full stops in it, and then people can paste that and remove it. Remove the full stops, and it will work. That's a way to get around it.
Hello, Aline.
Hey, Aline. I'm glad you didn't completely leave the chat.
I guess you did.
Hey man, everyone gets stuff wrong sometimes. Says me, the person who just consistently every day gets everything wrong.
Are you? Are you trying to? Are you thinking that Tyler was someone who would come in and tell stories that were larger than life? Because I think
that was someone different. I think.
Yeah, I think that was.
There was someone in particular who would come in and tell us stories about how they got injured, but it would be a different story every single stream. So you might have been thinking of them. And I believe they may have been in streams around the same time that Tyler was to begin with.
Maybe,
so
yeah.
That might be where the confusion is. Well, Aline, on the bright side, your suspicion would make you a fantastic detective. So if you ever want to make a detective agency, then I'm up for being the Watson to your Holmes. But at least I'm glad that I know what was going on now. In the chat and that everything's sorted out.
Communication's important.
We're not all mystery solvers. Especially not me. You have to say something plain to my face if I'm going to understand what it is. It was spooky. I was spooked. But yeah, I think it was big of you to come back and apologise, Aline.
Yeah.
Like, thanks very much for doing that. It would have been easy to just not come back to the stream. I think we're all still shaken from Tyler's story, honestly, and hearing about that experience. So I'm definitely still reeling from that.
It's sometimes too easy to jump to conclusions based on this.
Yeah, no, the internet makes that an easy thing to do. Tyler, very glad that you're okay though. And I hope that the fluid changing is going / has gone well and you're feeling better and you have lots of nice painkillers to keep you feeling better than usual.
Oh, I think that just means you have emotion. Is it what?
I also hope, Tyler, that you have a lot of stuff to do and listen to and watch while you're in hospital to keep you company. Oh, music box. It's not bad that you're crying. It shows that you're a real human person who can empathize with others. Like, it's a very shocking, scary thing to happen to someone. And I'm just so happy that like Tyler's been strong enough to pull through it. I think once I've finished doing this this little bit of the shirt, I'll be able to start colouring this tomorrow.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'll be able to give you a hand.
Silly little shallow bit.
Sorry, Mike.
It's alright.
On the bright side, they're not on screen for too long. They should be fairly easy to fill in.
Yeah, I just need to make sure I get the right bits in the right place. I'm doing like two-tone stuff just to give it a little bit of.
You're getting fancy with the spices.
It's not super fancy, but
Yes, is the answer. I like it when you get fancy with the spices, Mike. You always make it look super cool. Make is doing magic. It's magic make.
okay, that one, and then this one. Bop, 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 bop.
I'm glad that you're having fun, Mike.
Thanks. Bop, 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 bop.
My characters change size a lot throughout this scene. Hopefully no one will care.
Volume control, what is that? What does it be?
It's extremely
Is
lacking.
it important for an animator to understand?
Especially with Danny, it's extremely lacking. What were you saying earlier, Noah? The chance of it happening is much lower than the chance of it not happening. Yeah. I think it's definitely safer always to take someone at their word. You know, I believe in giving people the benefit of the doubt. A European measles outbreak right now.
Bro.
Was that something where there was a case that was not believed to be measles or something, and then because it wasn't taken seriously, it spread? Also, it's worth saying that No Doubt were a good band.
Or are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't speak. I know just what you're saying.
Was that them? What?
Yep.
Okay.
That was their big hit.
I feel like that was a cover.
Maybe they got a big hit by covering it. If it's a cover, I don't know the original.
Me neither. I just feel like I think of is it Gwen? Is it Gwen Stefani? No. What?
Yes.
Yeah. I just think of her voice and like I hear that song sung by someone deeper than her usual voice. Makes you think it's a cover.
Maybe it is.
But someone might have covered it after them. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. I know that they had a big hit with it, but I don't know if they wrote it.
Yeah.
I don't know whether anyone's covered it since.
Soup. 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 I love Paint Unpainted. It's so good.
Oh, Aline, that's okay. Don't worry. Everybody makes mistakes. You know, it's I can see why you would think that I would have forgotten something, because I am famed for my forgetfulness. Known far and wide.
Okay, so now use paint and go in here.
It restored your faith in the stream. Had your faith in the stream been lost? That's the most worrying thing to me.
People's faith in the stream is important to us.
It is. You gotta have faith. I didn't realise that we had unwittingly lost faith in the stream. Not too sure about these streams as a way to communicate and connect, to be honest. Yeah, I can see what you mean. Like, for me, it's one of the highlights of my day getting to hang out with you guys and chat to you, but I understand that chatting in a space where you can only type and it scrolls by pretty fast, it's not always easy to know exactly what people mean. It's good that it's not just this stream. I think it's just a medium in general isn't the best for communication.
Hmm.
That's true, it's a public space. There's a lot of stuff that comes with it. Well, we definitely appreciate you just hanging out and being here, Aline, but no pressure if it's not like your kind of thing. I would not hold it against you. But I do like hearing about how your school drawings are going and the various tales of what's happened with Suzanne.
The saga of Suzanne.
Exactly.
Yeah, Suzanne might not even exist. Maybe it's just personality inside Allington.
Oh no. I was just reading about Elle's earring dilemma. I hope you can get them like re-pierced, Elle. Because those little school earrings sound cool. No, Eileen, I also wish that I could meet you guys in real life. Like, I would love to have an in-person hangout with you guys every morning. How amazing would that be? Or we could all just chat and be like, so how was your day yesterday? How'd your work go?
That'd be nice.
Yeah, Tibbs, that would be really cool. I would like that a lot. Yeah, astral projection is the way forward.
Of course.
Hardik has mastered it.
Why didn't we figure this out before? Oh my god, so many cellos.
Sorry. To be fair, there's only cellos in the first part.
True, but there's two of them. Why are there two
One's a double
cellos?
bass, Mike.
One's a double bass.
Yeah, I'm surprised you can't tell the difference through our masterful drawing.
Is
Music box, I've seen your face and it's adorable. You should not hide your face.
the one on the left?
Such a cutie.
The one on the left is a double bass, right?
I forget. Yes, it is. The larger one is double bass.
Yeah, the one that you don't really see.
Yeah, that's the one. I'm less familiar with double basses than I am with cellos.
Is the scene right before yours? Is that got someone playing them?
Probably.
Is it described in the animatic as in doing so or something?
Yeah, I think he's plucking the cello and double bass before my shot. So
okay.
I'm not sure if it's directly before my shot, but that's what he has been doing in the song.
Yeah, okay.
Luckily, the two instruments are similar enough that I don't think if they're in opposing hands on the other person's animation, people watching will notice. I don't think they will. Padded boxes. Alright, I guess I will get in on the box head thing too. If everyone's going to wear boxes, then I will wear the coolest box. I mean, Midge has a box head, so I can just paint a Midge face on it.
That's true.
Yeah. No, preserve it from the handsomeness of your face. Once we see it, we cannot unsee it. Ellie could go as a bag for Halloween. If you're already a bag, then think how easy the costume will be. What kind of bag are you?
That's such a weird
Are
question.
you a handbag? Or a backpack? Are you recyclable?
Are you recyclable? Oh, I'm just gonna melt over here.
Are you a paper bag? Or a bag that you pay per bag for at the store? So many questions.
So little answer.
Know that I will not judge your bagginess. No matter what kind of bag you are. All bags are equal. In my eyes. Tibbs, that's intense handsomeness right there.
Why is there's not even any gaps here? Stupid.
Yep, not my fault if there ain't no gaps. Two Boom's fault. I'm happy I'm not to blame for once.
Well, there's probably a gap. I just can't see it.
No.
Yo.
No.
Did you just place and trace these shallows,
I don't.
or did you just copy and paste them?
Oh.
This is something I like. It's not a pet peeve of mine, but it's when I like color something and it's all these individual little bits, and it's just like, this is just a copy and paste. I'm like literally coloring the same thing again.
Well, you know, if I'd drawn the cello again and again, you wouldn't have anything to colour right now because I'd still be working on it.
You see, also for your animators at home, when you want to color your animation, if you have speed lines, just put them on a layer above, and then when you color it, you won't have to color all the individual intersecting little pieces. Just a tip.
You know,
Not for anyone here.
for you colourists at home, you know, be careful not to complain too much about your job or you might not have one.
Oh yeah.
Mike's just like, well, I don't have to do this for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop now. Sorry, Mike. You're brilliant, and I'm rubbish.
Oh yeah. Oh, you might not have that free labor to do. Okay,
I'm a
sure.
rubbish bag. A trash bag. And you are handsome and great.
Bear.
You're a handsome and great bear. How did you start watching JoJo? Part 1. Oh my gosh. Oh, Hardik. Oh, the times you will have with that show.
Design. Jojo.
It's very good. I entreat you to stay with it. I've had some good times watching that show. Some good time.
Jojo is quite. We need to watch more of Jojo.
It's definitely no Little Witch Academia.
It's a force unto itself.
It's
What
English
JoJo
dub
is.
good. We watched it in Japanese, right, Mike?
Yeah, watch
Watch it in
it.
Japanese. 100%, because some of our favourite things are our voice actors.
Yeah. Orishi.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you got it.
What's the other thing he says? Shit! Oh shit!
Yeah.
So many good times.
And well, what we're quoting is like season 3.
Hardik. It might be one which you actually have to watch, unfortunately.
Yeah. Orishi. You don't get the same level of serious camp like acting in the English subtitles ever. Like American voice actors just can't somehow don't approach it.
I think that's accurate to say. I think some of the joy of that show is hearing where they drop in the English phrases and hearing the way that they say them. And that's very particular to the Japanese voice actors. So if you want that joy, then you'll want to listen to it in Japanese. But the visuals are also one of the ridiculous things about the show. So it might be worth just watching it.
Wait, I love how you say McCree instead of Mercer. Does Matt Mercer play McCree?
Did you say McCree?
I didn't.
I don't know. Then. Level. Ah, Jojo. Tibbs, that's it. Goodbye. I hope they haven't got past the goodbye Jojo line. Yeah, hide it because that's something that must be seen in Japanese.
That's fairly early.
Yeah. I didn't check that this scene works, so I need to get the play blast back over to here. Back to here. Go back to start frame. 749. Do it.
Doig.
Okay, it might be okay. Still not the best animation, but it might do.
You might do what?
It might be okay for me to
Let it go. Let it go.
Well, I have to really prioritize. I have to prioritize coloring right now. You know?
You gotta color your animation.
It's true. Like, I can't fiddle with the animation forever because it's kind of due on Friday and today is Wednesday. So I really need to call it complete even if I'm not completely happy with it. But I tried to fix the major things that were bothering me. Some of them are more fixed than others, but
Body.
Aaron's green nails. Very fashion forward.
What color do you want his nails to be?
The same colour as Dan's nails.
Right.
They're Nail Brothers. Nail Brothers is much better than Tongue Brothers. I have to say.
Okay. And fingernail. It's unpainted. Go to the beginning.
Do that thing, ooh. Do that thing, ooh.
Why can't I? Oh, went to the wrong. Go. think India does that a bunch. Like, and that hand is copied in a bunch of frames. Suddenly fucking suggestive.
Yeah, I do that in left, but I think that's part of the reason I'm not super happy with the animation. Is because to save time, I copied frames in a couple of places and reused stuff, but it makes the animation seem quite stiff. So it's not my ideal way of working, but it's what I do when I'm in a pinch. Unfortunately, if you do it a lot, it becomes pretty noticeable that you're doing it, and I think in this animation it's come to the point where it's noticeable, which is not what I want, but it would take too much time to fix, you know? So it's just going to have to be what it is.
Yeah, for instances here where like his eyebrows have a place. Do you want me to just fill that with his hair color or like a darker thing? What do you want?
I would like a darker thing.
So I'm gonna use the pupil color.
Yeah, that sounds fine to me. It's a good solution.
I wished I'd done that earlier.
How come?
Because I could have used paint unpaint.
Can you not use it now?
Can. I think the rest of them probably be. No, I can't use it now because I've already painted the skin in them.
Right.
There is no gap here. There's nothing. Fill it.
Do as I bid you.
Seriously, there is no gap. What the fuck? Fine, I'll just draw it.
But who thinks there is a gap? Ah, see you, Noah.
Fine, or
Shallow debris. That's a pretty good name. I like it. You're killing demons as your task manager, Tibbs. That's pretty badass. I wish I did something exciting with my task manager, other than just trying to quit Photoshop or close Skype.
seriously, freaking annoying.
What, my eyebrows?
Just that it won't seem to fill.
I'm very sorry. I think my animation is part of the problem though. It's a big pain to colour. And I'm sorry that I've given you such a painful animation to colour. I appreciate your help.
It's just like I can't go. Not that I've been going outside of lines anywhere else, but it's particularly important not to change the silhouette of the eyebrow expression.
Yeah.
Luckily, later on, you're like, fuck, leaving a gap. I'm just gonna make them all black. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Wow. They really are quite shaky lines when you.
Yeah.
Are they like that when you render? No, they kind of Okay.
Is Dan okay in this scene for me?
Is Dan okay?
Not really, but he'll do. I run out of options, you know? He is what he is. I just need to make sure that I've got his hairlines closed for you, and he should be good to go. His face does some strange proportion warping, much like Aaron's.
So India,
Hi.
check it.
What's it all about? Wait, I said that before you said, never mind.
Here is this 2 scenes done.
Nice job. Nice job, Mike.
Thanks. Checking it. I feel like I missed a part of it. It might just be because it goes like down below the gap. Down below. Yeah, I think.
Going down below the canvas. Down, 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 down below the canvas.
Do, 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 do.
So his hair matters a bit less here because it's just going to be behind Aaron's head. So I'm just really joining up the lines.
L, you send your exclamations at India. She made the thing. All I did was put color between.
Dude, you put good colour. Thank you. I couldn't do it without you.
It's your colors.
Give yourself more credit though.
I did nothing. Oh, I was just mechanical.
I couldn't finish it without you though.
Emma says if I didn't know any better, I think Swift is a professional.
Don't judge me on this animation. No one judge me on this animation.
So Swifty, this part is great.
You'll have to give me the benefit of the doubt.
Fucking again. Weak link.
It's better in the storyboard. I love most of my animation.
No, come on. This expression. This expression is great.
I'm really glad that you like it.
I love it. And then
Mike's so nice and kind to me.
where is it? Where is it? And this one.
You coloured it really well, dude.
Thanks.
Yeah. Allah.
It's a lot easier to interact with the lines than Krita because of the vectorness. Fuck, you said what? No, indeed. Like this is great.
It doesn't move that well though. It's very choppy, stoppy, starty, not very smooth.
It doesn't need to be smooth.
Oh, I wanted it to be smooth, Mike. I wanted it to be like so cool. Hear ye, thou shalt not bite off more than thou canst chew. Canst chew? Canst chew.
Like this is better than the one you did.
No
the first
way.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
You're just too stupid to see it.
It's not though.
It is.
No. I'm glad that you think it is.
It genuinely is.
I don't think it is though.
That's just because you've went further.
The other one is like, no, the other one's way smoother. The other one's more frame by frame. It's less copy paste over.
The fuck? Using things like smooth and fluid.
The other one is 17 seconds though, so I could push it a little bit more in the time. This one was 40 seconds, and I was a fool. I don't mean to brush off your compliments though, I do appreciate them. It's just that I don't feel particularly proud.
I like that Hardy's like, Mike is very honest. I'm just like, you're too stupid to see how good it is.
I believe that part about being stupid.
You're not. No, I
and
didn't.
I appreciate.
I didn't say you were.
too stupid.
That there's a
difference between being stupid and being too stupid.
yes, because it's relative.
To previous stupidity.
No, like you can be like the highest intellectual if your intellectualism dips below a certain threshold that you're too stupid to understand like quantum physics theory or something.
Oh, well, that
out
makes
there.
me feel better.
Yeah. You're very clever.
It's okay. I'm not actually offended at all.
Okay, so the next one is him walking over. Walking over here.
And I'll go down to the river, catch myself some animation fish.
Look, he gets 3 feet.
He does. I was like, I can't do this in this many frames. It's time to bring in the duplication smears. Is there a particular word for smears which duplicate elements rather than extending them? Like, are there different terms for different types of smears?
There are, yeah.
Do you know what it is?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Furnish me with your animation knowledge.
Sib says, India taught me everything I know about linear algebra. I can write the rendering equation from memory. It's too stupid to be a great animation.
Can I? What's linear algebra?
Oh my god.
I didn't know I could do that.
I just said, my cat just farted so hard, her whole body fled.
She takes it very seriously.
Oh man. Buffy doesn't fart as far as I know, but her yawns are deadly.
She does fart, but you can't hear them.
Does
like,
she?
Yeah. She's farted a couple of times where I've just been like, Buffy? Did you? Oh.
I mean, she's wandered around and she smells like a poopy butt.
Yes.
Is that when she farts?
No,
I just assume that's where she just come back from poop.
Yeah, sometimes she has just got a poopy butt, but sometimes when it's a particularly intense burst that dissipates, you're like, Buffy.
I notice sometimes when she's like particularly insistent and she jumps up on my desk, there are times where I'm just like, you smell like wee. You've like went and weed somewhere secretly and then you've just come and you just smell like wee.
Yeah, not that secretly.
No.
Okay, right.
Do you know how we had that scanner there for a long time?
Yes.
Buffy peed there yesterday. It's like she's been waiting like 4 months to be like, aha, now is my time. The floor is free.
Oh man.
I will mark it.
She's such a pain.
Okay. Let's color Aaron first. Or maybe I should move to Dan since he's mostly obscured by a piano. Is the piano on Dan's layer?
Nope. Dan's behind the piano. Well, he's not. Well, he is.
I'm glad we cleared that up. Is Dan behind the piano, children? Yes. Or no?
Oh, yeah. This fact that I've got my screw now with.
Conceptually, is Dan behind the piano? Yes.
Metaphorically, he's behind the piano.
Yeah, let's do some more Dan. 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 Dan.
Dan. Dan. Dan. Dan. Dan. Dan. Dan. Dan. Dan. Dan. Dan. Dan. There's no Abby Dan. 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 Wait, there has to be a better way to do that.
Toon Boom has some nice things. For coloring, it's mainly just the palettes that I like most, but also I'm on the wrong layer.
It's pretty nice with the way it fills things. Like,
yeah.
Despite the fact that my animation's messy.
Like I like coloring vector more than I like coloring raster because what I usually do with raster stuff is I fill and then I fill a little more, but there can be times where in the sequence or order of coloring certain certain blocks of color sorry,
Alright.
overlap and they just grow a little bit too big, so you need to do a bit of management there. Because otherwise it just fills up to the kind of anti-aliasing and you end up with it's there. Good thing about coloring in Krita though is it has that behind feature where you can kind of paint in all the gaps. If I can figure that out in Toon Boom, because it's got like paint unpainted. Is there a brush feature that's like
I think
brush,
that's
brush, unbrush?
no, I don't think so. That's the main thing you would use though to do that. Is you would just wait till you filled everything else in, and then just lasso everything with painted.
Yeah, so that in that sense. Wait, no.
What's it?
Yeah, maybe that would probably work in circumstance, but it wouldn't necessarily get underneath the line. Because the thing is if you export the color separately from the line,
Well, the thing is
then
that there is no under the lines because you're doing it on the same layer as the line. So the lines are the colour under the lines, if you get what I mean.
oh, I forgot I was doing that.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, so it means that all the effects are going to be applied. Ooh, going to be applied with the line. Probably going to work.
Probably.
If the lines are black, then there's not much more I can do to them other than brighten them up. Anyway, click. Didn't work because I've not got the filter. Oh,
you.
oh no!
Good morning.
It's a buff. You look really stern. Mama.
Meme.
Yes. House. Where is it? Get it. Oh, big stuff. Crap. Come on.
When you despise cereal, anything can be breakfast. Lasagna for breakfast does sound good. What's something you always wanted to do as a kid that you can actually do as an adult? Like eating candy for breakfast, for example. Just having crap food as daily meals is something that I do sometimes. I'm like, this chocolate chip muffin can be my lunch.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise it though.
No, but I do it sometimes.
Okay, I'm gonna need to lower the plane. For the sun hath no mercy.
The sun hath no mercy on me. The sun's gonna shine in my eyes and make me blind.
We're kind of going a little bit long on the screen, but we sort of have to finish.
Well, I think I've just about finished the lines now. I wanted to give Dan's hair a little correction here because it was feeling a bit crazy. He has like a little flyaway wisp that I was trying to make. I was trying to make consistent across everything, which I regret giving him, to be true and honest. I wish I hadn't given him that, but I have. So now, you know, it is what it is.
What happened to Dan here? Yeah.
What do you mean?
He got daggy.
Oh, I changed my brush by accident.
What, for the rest of the animation?
No, for this scene. I changed back once I realised.
Oh.
There's a brush that we've been using for another project.
Oh.
And it was selected on that. I did not realise. Oh, poor buffs. So that's why the brush style suddenly changes.
Right. Okay. Yeah, so the anti-aliasing shit.
Don't worry though, it's only for a brief amount of time. And hopefully it won't be noticeable. We'll see.
Yeah, if you're happy with me colouring like that, then I will.
I mean, we don't really have a choice, to be honest. Because there's not time to re-ink it.
I mean, I could convert, but fuck it.
No, it will ruin it to convert it.
No, I mean colour art stuff. Pipeline stuff.
Oh, I see. You could do for that one section if you wanted, but it's very up to you. I think it will be okay. There is no place I know to compare with pure imagination. In your mind, you are free if you truly wish to be.
See this space here? Is this like his kind of shirt rather than his jacket?
It's his lapel, so
His
it's the same
lapel.
colour as his jacket.
Okay. This one is. Oh, is this one his lapel as
Yeah.
well?
That other one is his theme. So yeah.
Okay.
He just pops into that pose. But you know, maybe that's okay. They just make it a little bit closer to the previous pose, hair-wise.
And he's back. Did you ink Aaron with the same brush or just Dan?
Just Dan.
Cool. See you, Emma.
Thanks for hanging out, Emma. Always a pleasure, my good man. Okay, cool. I believe this is now ready for me to start colouring with you, Mike.
Amazing.
Yeah, I know, right?
You should probably like start at the end and work backwards, maybe?
Yeah, I guess so.
Or just pick a frame number and I'll know not to go past that.
Or do you want me to give you like a new file and you import the animation you've done into it? Or you could just colour up to a certain point with that file, like maybe the end of this scene is where you stop.
Sure, whatever.
And we can start colouring from there on a new file.
Sure, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't really know how to like move animation around, so maybe I'll just like give you my file, you move things around and give it back to me.
Okay. Can do.
Oh.
If you give me what you've done, I can put it into the one file. Using the library.
Hello, Buffs. You're rubbing yourself against the microphone. Hello.
Rub myself against the microphone, but it won't leave you alone.
Hello.
Wanting food, wanting pets.
I wonder if we can get her to purr.
Where's put a damn head? What's she put a head on?
Where have you been?
Where's she's got like massive fur on her head. Like she's doing something sticky and it's dried.
What have you been doing? See if we can get you to purr. Purr. Nope. Give me a purr.
People say for the win still.
Yeah, she's got like a little bit of sticky thing on her tail as well.
Where have you been? What is that?
What is this?
What is it? Okay, well, do you want to call the stream? Because I've just about finished getting this ready for colour, so tomorrow I can hit that.
Arctic still reads for the win as world.
Fuck the world!
Cool. Cool. Yeah, let's do it. I'll give you my file back. Where did Dan Stubble go? Oh, I only got so far with it.
It was you!
I remember now. It's gonna look better when it's in.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked the stubble. I think it was a good choice.
Yeah.
I do. Like, I've never done stubble on down before like that. And I like the way it looks, and I think it was worth the extra effort.
We put stubble on in last
one. That was. Did I draw that on though? I think
no.
We just coloured that on.
Yeah, I coloured that on.
It was kind of inconsistent because it wasn't.
Wow.
Well, it was you having to do it on the fly.
Yeah, it was me trying to make it possible.
You were good, Mike. Like it's just a better way to do it, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
And it has like a proper designed shape now. And everything.
Okay, everyone, we're heading off. I'm gonna go sleep.
Indeed we are. It was a nice stream. It was a sobering stream.
Yes.
But it was also fun to hang out with people and catch up with people.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody have an awesome day. Thanks for sticking with us.
Put the ending screen up. Would you stop clawing me? That was terrifying.
She wants attention.
When she spreads her hand out like that, I'm just like, the fuck? You're like some sort of alien. Cats are aliens, yeah.
You just clawed Mike's leg to try and get his attention.
I luckily have like a key, like padding there, so I didn't feel anything. But all I saw was just this, like this hand, like excuse me. Okay. Take care, everyone, and may the rest of your day
be filled
with adventure. Bye bye now.
Bye bye.